feeling, big guy?
It's like I had the whole world on a leash. But then it turned out to be one of those stupid invisible dog leashes. There's not even a real dog there.
DDG, 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 the man. Hey guys, what's up? DG Man here, back for another video. And today's video is that I'm going to be doing a review of Clarence. So what is Clarence? It's one of Cartoon Network's newest shows as of the recording of this video. So what type of show is it? Well, it's a slice of life cartoon. And I really can't remember the last time there was a slice of cartoon made. If you don't know what a slice of life cartoon is, it's kind of like a show where kids are just doing kid things. Think of shows like Hey Arnold and All Grown Up. And now that I think about it, All Grown Up is like the most recent slice of life cartoon I can think of. And that came out over a decade ago. So what I'm going to do in this video is that I'm going to do a really quick summary of 2 episodes just so you guys can kind of get a feel for what the show's kind of like. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts of the show. So let's go ahead and get started. The first episode that we're going to be looking at is called A Pretty Great Day with a Girl. In this episode, a girl in Clarence's neighborhood named Amy asks him if he kind of wants to go on like this miniature adventure with her to go look for this giant rock in the woods. And of course he says yes. And so as they're going off into the woods with each other, the other boys in the neighborhood see this going on. They're like, "Hey, why is Clarence hanging out with a girl by himself? We got to figure out what's going on. We got to follow them, break them up, do whatever we can. Let's go." And so it cuts back to Clarence and Amy as they find the rock. They kind of climb on top of it, and they just on top of it, just chilling with each other, talking with each other. And then the other boys come out of nowhere, and they're like, "Pine Cone War," and they all have like this little war and everything. But the thing about this happening is that it doesn't seem mean-spirited like at all. It kind of feels like, you know, just kids having fun. It doesn't feel like they're just there just to break up their fun just because they're mean, but you know, to have fun. I don't know why. It just feels that way to me. And so after a while with this pine cone war, Amy has to go home. So since Amy has to go home, all the kids kind of head back into their neighborhood. Amy goes home, but all the guys kind of chill with Clarence in front of his house, just sitting on the sitting on the curb and start eating sandwiches with each other that Clarence has made. And they all kind of just chill and eat sandwiches with each other. And then the episode just kind of ends on a lighthearted note. The next episode is called Clarence's Millions. In this episode, Clarence sees that a lot of the kids aren't happy with the reward system that they have at their school. Which the reward system is kind of like these things called buddy stars, and they're like these stickers for doing good things like getting good grades and stuff like that. But a lot of the kids really don't like this system. Really makes them feel bad when they don't get their buddy stars and everything like that. So what Clarence does is that he comes up with his own reward system called Clarence Dollars, where everybody gets Clarence Dollars just for trying and all this other good things. But then so the kids, when they get these Clarence Dollars, they start trading them among themselves for different things, but then things get out of control, like whoosh. And so Jeff comes up with this idea to put a stop to this chaos. They put the plan into motion, you know, and it works, and everything turns out just all hunky-dory. And just a quick side note, that there's more to these 2 episodes than what I just explained. I just did a very, very, very quick summary of them, so this review wouldn't drag on for too long. Okay, now let me go ahead and give you guys some of my thoughts on the show so far. First off, let's start off with the characters. The 3 main characters at least, kind of remind me of Ed, Ed, and Eddie. You know, it's just kind of there, you know. Jeff is kind of like Double D, you know, he's not like really smart. He's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Trivia smart than he is really smart. But he still has like this cleanliness thing kind of going on, where he really likes things all nice and neat. So that's why he's kind of like Double D. Then you have Sumo, who's kind of like Ed, which he's kind of the weird one and all this other junk. And then you have Clarence, who is kind of like Eddie. He's no way, shape possible like Eddie in the fact that he's like a scam artist or anything like that. But he's more the idea guy, kind of the leader of the group. One of the things I really like about the show is its humor. I didn't mention it earlier because, again, I didn't want the summaries to go on for forever. But let me go ahead and give you 2 examples of some of the humor in the show. And both of them will be coming from one of the episode I summarized, which was A Pretty Great Day with a Girl. So during the Pine Cone War, one of the kids is like running up with one of the pine cones. He like trips over himself. And he like just slams his face into the ground, and it kind of like just grinding into the ground. I just found that just freaking funny. Another funny part in that episode is towards the very end of the episode, where all the kids are kind of just chilling, eating sandwiches with each other. You know, one of the kids is like, "Clarence, I can't believe you're hanging out with a girl all day." And one of the other kids was like, "Yeah, you're so lucky, Clarence." And Clarence is like, "Yeah, I get all the sandwiches I want." And they all kind of just look at him. And you know, I'm not really sure how to take that joke towards the end. I'm not really sure to take it as in he was really interested in eating his sandwich, like, "Yeah, I'm lucky because I have all these sandwiches." Or he was saying it like, yeah, I get all the sandwiches I want, if you know what I mean, type of joke. I don't know. One thing that I really like about the show is the main character himself, Clarence. He's just so optimistic and such a nice guy, you know. He never lets anything get him down, and when if something does get him down, he finds a way to make things better. Like again with the Clarence dollars, he saw that a lot of the kids were, you know, feeling down about it. So, you know, he goes out and tries to make them all feel better. You know, that's just the type of guy he is, and I really like that about his character. Now it's time for some very, very, very small nitpicks of the show. The first one is, why is it rated PG? Nothing in the show really screams out PG. I mean, it's not really the biggest deal in the world. Like I said, this is a very extremely small nitpick, but just why? And you know, like shows like Adventure Time and regular show earn those ratings of PG, but this show really doesn't. Another very extremely small nitpick is the fact that this show got greenlit over another show that I would have liked to see instead, called Lakewood Plaza Turbo. And you can kind of think of this show kind of like a mix of Dragon Ball Z and Adventure Time kind of, you know, mixed together. And the main character sounds like the original Kid Goku, and it kind of sounds like the original Kid Gohan, like, you know how I love my DBZ. So I would have rather seen this show over Clarence, but, you know, what's done is done, and Clarence is still a great show altogether. So my overall thoughts on the show is that it is a great show. You know, I really enjoy it. I didn't think I was, but I really do enjoy it a lot more than I thought I was going to. And you know, it gets props for being a show that I haven't seen in a long time, which is just a plain slice of life cartoon. So it really does get props for doing that. And overall, again, I really do enjoy the show. I'm going to continue watching the series, so I suggest that you do too. And again, this is DDG the Man, and if you have any requests down below for other shows that you want me to do, then go ahead. And if you like the video, like the video. If you like me, subscribe to me. And as always, this is DDG the Man, and I'll catch y'all next time.